Well, hey everybody, it's your good buddy 650 Eve here, coming to you from Sills Motor Sales for another amazing episode of the new bike build series. In this episode, we're going to continue our trend of installing never before used parts onto our 2021 BMW S1000 RR. Today, Zack the Master Mechanic is going to install a brand new set of ThyssenKrupp carbon fiber wheels into the beast, and he's also going to install chain and sprockets and maybe some more goodies onto this fantastic machine. After we're done modifying this motorcycle, one of you lucky people can win this motorcycle. Information on how you can possibly win is down below in the description. Join our Patreon family and support the new bike build series, and you just might walk away with a fantastic motorcycle. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. If you're already a subscriber, tap that bell and you'll get notified when I upload new content.
Hey, what's up? We're back, another new bike build series video. We got some great content for you this time. We got some brand new carbon fiber wheels from a company we've never used before. We got our favorite Pirelli SuperCorsa tires, and we got some other requested parts like a red steering stem nut and some spools and chain adjusters because we can get all that on at one time, so that's pretty awesome. Nice. And we're going to be installing these onto our black in color S1000 RR 2021. Yep. Like I said, last time we did the first service, so that entails changing the oil, cleaning the chain, taking the engine rev limit off, and taking it for a ride. And then after that, we went ahead and installed this cool custom upper triple tree or triple clamp with some clip-on handlebars. And it all went really well. We needed that nut, so now we'll be able to pop that nut on.
Yes.
So real quick, we'll install a couple parts on this bike, and then we will check out our awesome wheels. So we got hooked up this time with some ThyssenKrupp wheels. And they come in these awesome bags, as you can see.
That is awesome, yeah.
This is gonna be the rear wheel because it's bigger. And they seem pretty light. Unfortunately, we don't have another carbon fiber wheel to weigh it against, but we do have the forged aluminum wheel. Yes. And I think we'll do something different. I think we'll try moving the tire pressure monitor over this time too. Nice. Usually we leave it off just to save weight and don't need it, but let's put it on and see how it works.
Okay.
And, but yeah, so super nice looking wheel. You can see a different carbon weave pattern down here. And then a different pattern in the spokes. I don't know if this helps to add strength, I would guess. It still has the scuffed part of the wheel here for our bead to grab. So I like that. That should help with a tire seat. It doesn't look like they have any fasteners holding the hub, so they must just be glued in place. But that could save maybe some weight. And they sent along stock OEM bearings with a sheet of paper. So these already have worldwide ceramic bearings installed in them. So that's pretty awesome. The other cool thing with the ThyssenKrupp wheels are they come in they have a lot of hubs. So we're going to use our stock sprocket carrier, and rubber dampers are going to go in here. Where usually they came with another one that would have to go in the packaging. In a way, it's nice because you just use your old stuff, saves money, but it was also nice, then you could have two sets of wheels. Now you have to buy a sprocket hub if you wanted two sets of wheels. And then the front wheels come in lots of different patterns so that you can mount different rotors. They have a lot of hub options. So like it comes in more handy with the older S1000s, like the 2012s or something. Say you had a 2012 with the steel wheels. You would always have to buy Brembo rotors if you wanted a carbon fiber wheel. With ThyssenKrupp, you can order it and you can use your rotor that mounts to the outside. You can use your stock rotor, so it saves you the $800. Oh, nice. Although if you have a 2012 at this point, you probably need some new rotors anyway.
Yeah, maybe so.
But yeah, so let's go take this wheel and let's go see what it looks like compared to an M bike wheel. Oh, yeah. See if it's better, different. We got one over next door.
Yeah. Okay.
So, I mean, you could see though right off the bat, even if I hold this down here by the wheel, you can see the carbon fiber a lot better in this wheel.
Yes, you can.
That wheel always just looked like root beer, if you ask me. It's like root beer coated.
Yeah.
I don't know if they did it just to keep it easier to clean or what, but once it gets brake dust on it, you almost can't tell it's carbon fiber.
You're right.
But you still get the weight savings, and you can tell when you're riding. Mm-hmm. But if you're in it for the aesthetics,
which I am,
this is definitely a better choice here. And it is cool how like you have this flat pattern, and then it gets to a tighter weave. The spokes have that same kind of swoop direction to it. But this wheel you can see has a twist in it. I don't know, might be favorable, might not. Pretty much just pinion.
Yeah.
I wish we could get this off, but this is a sold bike ready to go just to weigh it, but we just don't have time.
What we'll do, Zach, when I come in with my M to get the Pirelli tires installed, we'll weigh my set.
Oh yeah.
And we'll
because we want to weigh it with the tire off too. So
yes.
Can't see taking a tire off just to weigh it.
No way.
But so you see they're close, but there's definitely differences. They do not have that fatter weave on it at all. It stays small the whole time.
Yeah, there is a difference.
And I believe this company made the HP4 race wheels, correct?
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
Yep.
So this looks a lot like an HP4 race.
Which is what I always wanted.
The track bike, the track only bike, but very cool motorcycle. I mean, every time it's in here, you find something to stare at.
Yep.
This, now it looks like you'd need some kind of special socket to install this, right?
Right.
You don't. You can use the same socket that you took your other nut off with. A 12 point is definitely recommended. A 12 point also keeps you from marking this up. I mean, you can see I've had this on and off 2 or 3 times now. There's not a mark on it.
It's clean.
Especially for something like this that's getting looked at all the time. You want that cleanliness. So we're gonna get this up to snug. And then let me grab the torque wrench. We're going to 100 Newton meters. All right. So we're going with a black and red theme on this motorcycle as well, if you can't tell.
Yes.
So this just emphasizes that too.
Yes, it does.
And now that we got those installed, we can go ahead and put our bike on a pit bull rear stand.
Only the best.
All right, so talking about sprocket carriers, this is what I was talking about. This is what we're gonna reuse. This is very expensive. Okay. It's like $600.
Wow.
So we have to get these rubber dampers out of here as well.
Okay.
Let's see why we're going here. We can see what our wheel weighs. With the TPMS sensor, we'll move it over and weigh the other one.
Okay.
On the high-tech postage scale, we got, okay. Oh, Rich bumped the bench. Looks like 12. Just over 12. So this is our tire pressure monitor. You can see they've gotten these pretty small in the recent years. These used to be gigantic and heavy. Grabbed the wrong size socket, of course. That'll work better. Okay. And then these are just like your metal or aluminum 90-degree valve stems pretty much. There's just a rubber seal on the top here, little Loctite on this bolt, and that's what makes it read.
Okay.
We're gonna get that in our new ThyssenKrupp. Let's bust that bad boy back out of the cymbal case. This is actually coded to the motorcycle, so you couldn't put this on a new motorcycle without having a diagnostic tool of some sort.
Okay.
But since it's going right back on the same motorcycle, we don't need to do anything except move it over to the new wheel. It won't even know it has a new home.
A lighter home.
Yeah, a lighter, cooler looking home.
Yeah.
All right, so why we always changing rotor bolts, why I'm always such a pain about getting new rotor bolts. This blue stuff right here, that's why. It's basically Loctite from the factory. Pretty much any service book you look at, anytime you take a rotor bolt out, they're gonna tell you to replace it, and that's why. Also, rotor bolts see a lot of stress, so it doesn't hurt to change them. These were so new, I probably could have just put fresh Loctite, but you can see all the factory stuff stayed inside the other wheel. That's why we're always changing them. So we got our stock chain adjusters out, just bolting up the fresh new ones. Comes with 2 little baggies, 1 for each side. Pretty self-explanatory where everything goes. Just kind of snug everything up. Not even quite hand tight at first, and then go through, tighten this bolt first, tighten these 2 last. I believe they give us a torque spec. Nope, no torque spec. This does give us the click type chain adjust, which is super nice for accurate, quick adjustments. It does not, however, give us the ability for that quick change axle setup. That would be something different.
Yes.
These are really nice red though.
Oh yeah,
and they do. They match our spools real nicely as well. And I believe that puts us at a point where we're ready to weigh it, right?
Yes, sir.
Let's see what the number is. 10.
10. Wasn't the last one 12?
Yes.
Yes.
So 2 pounds lighter than the forged competition wheel.
That's awesome.
So made in Germany.
Oh, okay.
It's just reading what's written on the inside of the hub there. Stop it. We're good. Let's mount her up.
Yes.
In the 2020, it seems to be easier to slide the caliper inwards on the bracket, and there's not enough brake line to bring it out. And it makes everything work real nice. I guess we still run the stock wheel spacer as well. Just try to clean off some of the residual factory wax, otherwise it winds up all over your motorcycle. And is a pain to clean.
Agreed.
We'll lube it with something a little more tacky, because you definitely want lubrication there. Just don't need this much.
Yeah.
But I guess they don't know how long their chain's going to be sitting around in the box for.
Yeah, master link time.
Master link. All greased up, O-rings in place. Let's see if they stay put. Probably not, they never do. A little extra grease for encouragement to stay.
Yeah.
Do it, stay put.
Uh-oh, you got lucky.
Maybe. Perfect.
All right.
Now we're on the 5 when we squish the rivet. And this is the same torque as that front sprocket, 125. Not the proclaimed 100. How'd that do? Stayed good, I like it. Give it one more cleaning. Don't want to get any of that chain lube on our nice new wheel, right?
No.
If possible. We got our wheel prepped for weighing. Tire pressure monitor, both rotors on. Coming in at 15 pounds.
15 pounds.
Now we're ready for the weigh on this one, right?
Yes, sir.
It might be close to the other wheel, actually. Those rotors are pretty heavy. Ooh, we're actually a tad heavier. 13.5.
13.5 pounds.
Just one weight on each side, just like the rear wheel. Puts us sitting nice and balanced.
Perfect.
Bearings feel great. And now just the pinch bolts. We got everything installed.
Nice.
They look sweet.
They do.
We'll give them that. All right. So we said the correct weights before, but we had a little mix up on what we actually wrapped up. Our stock forged front wheel is 15 pounds and the ThyssenKrupp was 13.5. So we did save a pound and a half.
Yes.
Which is good because it felt lighter. I was like, no way is this wheel actually heavier. I think we said it was heavier, just a mistake. I looked at the rear wheel, which was 12. That's why I said it was a pound and a half heavier.
Yes.
My mistake, sorry. That's why we wrote it down.
Yep.
And I'm gonna stash this too because people sometimes ask how much tires weigh, so go ahead if you just get a good shot of that. We got 10 pounds, 15, our wheels and the differences.
Yes.
But man, it looks phenomenal.
Yes, it does. It really does.
The way that it's like braided on the outside, or I don't know what you'd call that, with the carbon fiber, it really sticks out in the sun.
Yep.
And then our red TWM components, just a nice finishing touch.
Yes, it is.
So thanks for watching along this time, guys. And we'll catch you in the next video. We got tons more cool stuff coming. And soon enough, that CBR and Kawasaki are gonna be going to a new home.
Yes, sir.
All right, catch you later.
Thanks, Zach. Well, you heard them. These wheels are lighter than the optional forged wheels that BMW offers for the S1000RR, and they're certainly a lot lighter than the cast standard wheels that are on this machine, and they're definitely worth the money just by the looks of them alone. These look better than the wheels that are on my M1000RR. When I get home in the next video, I'll pull out the M1000RR and compare the wheels in the sunlight, and you will see that these wheels look absolutely brilliant. So again, folks, we're going to be using parts that we've never used before on this machine, and it's going to be outstanding. Next up, we've got exhaust coming and all sorts of stuff coming. So if you want to win this motorcycle, come and join our Patreon family. Information on how you can do that is down below in the description. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. If you're already a subscriber, tap that bell so you'll get notified when I upload new content. I can stand out here in the parking lot of Sills Motor Sales and look at this beautiful bike in the sunlight for hours and hours at end. Unfortunately, they're closing soon, so I won't be able to do that. I'm going to ride this beast and see if I notice a difference with the weight savings, but I probably won't. But I will notice how beautiful this thing absolutely looks, especially when the sun is glistening on it. This bike is going to be absolutely phenomenal. Yo, let me get on this side. Zach just said the chain and sprockets. He's right. The 3D EK, the EK 3D chain. Black and gold looks great. The SATA sprocket back there looks great. We kept the stock gearing. 1745. So we're gonna see how this thing does when I put my jockeys on it and myself to smack people around the filthy streets. So stay tuned for that. Thanks again, guys, for viewing the videos. Please stay tuned for more of our bike build videos. You're gonna love it. We're doing some amazing things with this 10th season of the New Bike Build series. You're not gonna wanna miss it. We'll catch you next time, folks.